Uh, oops. I was literally setting, I'm glad I had pants on. I'm glad I had my microphone on. I'm glad I had everything ready to go because I literally was setting everything up and my hand bumped the table here on my sewing machine and it clicked the go live button. And I was like, well, no stopping it now. So we're going to go with, hey, everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. You know, wouldn't be an off kilter day without some craziness going on. It's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Good morning, West Coast. Good afternoon, East Coast. As I normally like to say, hope everybody's having a great day today. By the way, I saw Dawn is in the chat. We've got Jackie, Ken, Barbara, Joyce, Paula, Tammy, Dawn, Catherine, Judy, Tina, Katie, Heather, Karen. So good to have you. I know I am early, Karen. That was a complete blooper on my part. We're still technically a minute out, but oh well. Anyways, Dawn says when you break 2 needles and jam the sewing machine, it's time to watch Ian and take an ice cream break. That sounds terrible that you broke 2 needles and jammed the sewing machine, but yes, it does sound like it is time for an Ian break. So hi, Joydy. Good to see you. By the way, Jackie, Joyce, Tammy, Catherine, and Monkey Man, also known as Mariah. Thank you guys so much for being channel supporters. And if you're not a channel supporter, I appreciate you being here, liking, and subscribing to my content. Greatly helps me out a little bit. Actually, it helps me out a lot. I don't know why I said a little bit. It helps me out a lot. So, Auntie L is here and says, good morning from a slightly cooler Henderson, Nevada. We had a huge desert rainstorm last night and immediately lost power for 2 hours. That sucks. Sorry that you lost power, but I know that those desert summer storms can be really helpful. The desert really seems to come alive after those storms as well. So I was not prepared. Like, there's a whole mental routine that I do when I go live, and that has just been completely thrown off. So now I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I haven't even finished my coffee yet. Like, that's been the kind of morning I've had. I've not even finished my coffee yet. It's been a morning. It has been a morning, but it's been good because it's going to be busy for the next few weeks. We've got a few things going on. On Wednesday, I go to drop off my quilts at the Ellis County Quilt Show. So if you are in Ellis County or anywhere near Ellis County and are going to be attending, I will be there on Saturday late in the afternoon. I'm going to go late in the afternoon, kind of like an hour or two before the show closes, I think. I feel like that's probably a good time. I'm going to be picking up my quilts, of course, and all that kind of stuff. But I do have to drop them off on Wednesday. So I'm going to drive down Wednesday, drop them off, and have them ready for the show. And then I'll be at the show on Saturday. And then, hi, Kay. Hey, Anna. Hey, Deb. Good to see y'all. Auntie L says, I feel you. I just finished my first cup. Normally, I only have 1 cup unless I go to Dutch Bros. And then if I go to Dutch Bros, I'll have a medium. And I feel like that's more than 1 cup. If I, am judging the sizes correctly. So anywho, so this coming Saturday, July 20th, that's the Ellis County Quilt Show. And then August 3rd, gosh, I can't believe it's almost August. August 3rd, we have the North Texas Quilt Festival. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I highly recommend going to this show. It is a really great show. It is honestly my favorite show locally, the North Texas Quilt Festival. It has a great turnout every year. Lots and lots of beautiful quilts in it. So check it out, North Texas Quilt Festival. It'll be happening August 1st through August 3rd. I'll be there on August 3rd, and I am planning to live stream from the show to give y'all an overview of all the quilts that are in the North Texas quilt part. There's a traveling aspect of that show, and I won't go through all of that. I'll just go through the entries that are from the DFW, but it's a really great show, and I love it. Also, the 10th, August 10th is the Plano Quilt Show. I will also be up there for that. I'm actually going to be meeting with Jennifer from Thread Lines. We're going to go have dinner a little bit earlier in the week, and then I'll see them at the show. And of course, I'm going to try and live stream from that show, although the cell connection last year wasn't great, so I'm going to have to see if they have Wi-Fi available or something like that. And I'm about to spit everywhere, so let's not do that. Hey Leo, good to see you. Leo's in the chat. Say hello, everybody. He has a wonderful quilt. He sent me a preview of a wonderful quilt that he just got quilted from Nancy. By the way, if you're interested in having a quilt quilted by Nancy, type exclamation Nancy in the chat, and her website will pop up where you can contact her. She's going to be picking up. I keep saying orders. She's going to be going back to doing stuff in August. So I mean, like not long from now. So feel free to type exclamation Nancy in the chat if you'd like to contact her through her website. And then Deb says she's not a coffee drinker, but a Pepsi drinker for her caffeine. I like coffee or Dr. Pepper. Those are my kind of go-to. So yeah, lots of stuff happening over the next few weeks as it's going to be really, really busy and kind of crazy. I'm also thinking about entering the Austin Quilt Show. I can only enter one quilt into the Austin Quilt Show. So I don't know which one I want to enter. If you are watching this live, let me know in the chat which quilt you think I should enter into that one. And then if you're watching this on the replay, let me know in the comment section. I would love to see which one you think I should send down. Doesn't mean I'm gonna pick that one, but I would love to hear what y'all are interested and think I should send to Austin if I do end up getting it done. Jenny's is Mountain Dew. She loves Mountain Dew. You and Mary would get along very well. She's big Mountain Dew person. That's all she drinks pretty much. Hey Zaza, good to see you. Anywho, so that's what's going on for the next few weeks. Got a lot going on. And then I also picked this up from the apartment office yesterday, so it's time to start filling out I'm going to be leaving, what is it, residence notice of intent to move out. Gosh, so this is going to be being filled out soon, which is crazy. Jackie's asking if my Lady Gaga quilt will be quilted by the time for Austin. No, it definitely will not. That's probably going to have to be something that I take on after I move. I just don't see myself being able to get that done anytime soon, and especially because I'm wanting to do like really custom quilting on it. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. You never know, but I don't foresee Lady Gaga will be ready for that. I would love to have it ready for a show, but I think it's going to be a hot minute before it's ready for a show. So anywho, there's that. Don't forget lots of other things going on. If you haven't already entered the 15,000 subscriber giveaway, use exclamation point 15K in the chat. That will get you the link to go over to the Google form and fill that out. 3 great prizes that 3 people will be winning. And then also I have decided, y'all, in that poll on Friday, because we did do a Friday live stream while Becca's out of town, y'all definitely made it very clear that you wanted a community space for my community. And so I did start a Facebook group for the community. You can find it by either using exclamation Facebook in the chat if you're currently live. If you're watching this on in the replay, there is a link in the description of this video that you can click that'll take you over there. And if you happen to be on a TV and cannot, well, it's dark at the moment. Give me a minute and I'll show you. I'll give you a QR code. I'm going to pull up a QR code that you can use. You can point your camera at the screen and it will pull up the Facebook group. Where is, where'd it go? I'm trying to find it. Is that it? There it is. All right, so there is the, you can scan that. Oh, let's not move that. You can scan this QR code on the screen right now, and that will get you over to the Facebook group, and you can join the Facebook group. Remember that something important about the Facebook group, please make sure that you are answering the question and accepting the rules of the group. If you do not answer the question and accept the rules of the group, it won't let you in. It'll send you a message letting you know, hey, you didn't answer these. Once you answer them completely, you're good to go. There's no problem. It'll let you automatically in. But the best thing is to make sure whenever you fill out, whenever you're asking to join the group, answer the question and then make sure to accept the rules to the group. Otherwise, it will automatically deny you. You can then go back in. It'll send you a message saying, hey, you didn't do that. You need to go back and do that. Once you do that, it'll let you in automatically. So just keep that in mind. You can point your phone up at the screen right now, or mobile device. You can point that up at the screen, and if you're watching this on TV, and it'll take you over to the Facebook group, and you can submit your hey, I want to join the group. Click join, and you'll be able to join. So again, very, very important. I've had a lot of people not fill out the questions, and that Facebook automatically will deny the request. That is just a measure in place to make sure that scammers, spammers, and the like are not automatically added into the group. So please make sure to fill that out. I did try and add a question in there that was a little more specific to my content, so that people I could definitely tell that you're a person, but I realized that some people don't watch my channel and still wanted to join the group, so I took that question off. So it's now just, hey, are you a live person? You type yes, or there have been some really great answers in that question by the way, guys. Y'all have gone wild with that answer. It's hilarious. I mean, I was cracking up reading them as they were coming through, so it was really, really great. But yeah, there we go. Dinner's ready. Be back soon. All right, Zaza, enjoy your dinner. Mariah, I saw yours come through last night. So, and then Michelle Starr says, are you moving at the beginning or the end of September? I'm moving at the end of September. So I'll have the first part of September going, and then I will be moving. Katrina, I saw yours as well. A lot of people did say that. A lot of people did say on, are you an actual person? A lot of people said the last time I checked. It's like, that's fair. That is fair. So, anywho, I know 190 members. Is that crazy? Mariah's asking, can I enter Margot into the Austin Quilt Show? Yes, they do have a category for kits. So I could enter Margot into there. Hi, Beth Ann. Good to see you. Jackie said she had to join from her computer. The questions didn't show up on her phone. That's weird. So yeah, it was a lot of, I started a Facebook group, and with that Facebook group, I have decided that I'm going to do a little highlight each month. As you know, I do monthly recaps that just kind of talk about the projects that I worked on that month, or what I've been up to. Sometimes even in my personal life and stuff like that. I have decided that each month I'm going to find 5 posts from that group, and I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to shout them out as my favorite projects of the month. So if you post your projects that you're working on in there, you might end up in my monthly recap video. I think I'm going to call it something like Maker Corner or something like that. I love alliterations, but I think Maker Corner would be a really great one to go for. So we'll see. Kathy says, I thought you already moved. Not yet. Not yet. September. September is when I move. Katrina says, well, I was glad I had lots of wait, what? Katrina, well, I was glad I had lots of hug grandma times yesterday. Well, that's good. I like hugs. I'm like Olaf. I like hugs. All right. Also, Friday, remember we worked on it's actually called the My Queen quilt. I forgot. The fabric line is Queen of Ween. The pattern itself was from Open Gate Quilts, and it's called the My Queen quilt, but I called it Queen of Ween because I like that name better. We finished up the Queen of Ween, and I did reveal that I am going to be purchasing I did already purchase actually the Open Gates Halloween Boo Box. It is still available on her website. So if you go over to Monique's website, Google search for Open Gate Quilts, and you can purchase still the Halloween Boo Box. That has been my favorite Halloween box so far. I've only done 2 of them, but that has been my favorite box so far. So if you're interested, I would check it out. And have, well, throwing stuff everywhere. You can check that out and whatnot. That is not sponsored. Monique did not ask me to shout that out or talk about it at all. I just really like that box a lot. This is my own personal opinion on it. So please, you know, if you are looking for a Maker Moments, ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. Maker Moments of the month. Ooh, I'm writing that one down because that's a good one, Karen. Thank you for suggesting that. Maker Moments of the month. And that was, Karen B said that. All right, I just may shout you out in the video for that, Karen, because that was Maker Moments of the month. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. All right, so anywho, today what we're going to be working on, Katrina says Monique's spring box was a lot of fun too. I didn't get that one. I've only done the Halloween box with her because y'all know I'm not a fan of Christmas or anything else. So, but I really enjoyed it a lot. So, all right, today what are we doing? Y'all asked for more postcards, so I'm going to be working on postcards. As you can see, this lovely box next to me is filled with scraps. No, I didn't say crap, I said scraps. It is filled with scraps of different projects that I've worked on. I've got rainbows, I've got crazy wildness, I've got 80s love, I've got Haunted Mansion. These are all from either Hemingway pouches or Holland pouches. This is all of my leftover pieces. As you can see, I've just been creating like crazy, making all kinds of things. And I'm going to show you today how to use your scraps from the Hemingway and Holland pouches to create postcards. These are perfect because they're the perfect size. They're usually leftover cut pieces that are just the perfect size to work on and make postcards from. So you don't even have to waste anything. You can just use these to create with. It's a lot of fun. Joan getting that way here in Chicago too. Uh-oh, Joan says, good afternoon, Ian and chat. Very steamy here in Springfield, Illinois. It's warm here too. I don't know what temperature. I keep looking at my watch like it's gonna be there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be working on putting these together. What I like to do is I have the 10D foot on my machine, which basically has like a fin that goes down the center of the presser foot. And that helps me keep everything kind of lined up, because what I can do is I can take two of my pieces, I can butt them up against that center fin, and then I can do a zigzag stitch on my machine as I'm feeding it through, and that zigzag stitch will zigzag them together, and then it's perfect for my postcard ruler. If you haven't already, you can type !ruler in the chat and you can order your postcard ruler. I also, if you're watching this on the replay, put a link down in the description of this video. You can go order your postcard ruler today. I love this so much. So Be It Quilt did a great job on it. Matthew took exactly what I was looking for and put it together. Love it. Heather's asking, what are the Hemingway and Holland pouches? They are from Center Street Quilts. And basically, do I have one available? I have a Holland pouch. Actually, I have both. I have a Holland pouch and I have a Hemingway pouch. Although I went a little rogue on this one, I didn't actually use, oh yeah, no, here it is. I have one, I didn't realize it. So this is the Holland pouch. It is I love this design. I use webbing on either side as the handles. The instructions tell you to use actual fabric and use stabilizer inside of it. I like webbing a lot, and so I tend to make my handles out of webbing because they're sturdier. It has some pretty good feel to it, and I don't know, I just like the colors and stuff like that. So this is a Holland pouch that I created. Has a lot of space on the inside as well, and a lot of fun. So that is the Holland pouch. And then the Hemingway pouch is this, and they come in different sizes too. So you can actually make smaller ones, you can make bigger ones. This is the This is not their smallest size. This is like the second to smallest, I think. But these are perfect for, you know, tablet readers or a lot of different things can fit in these. So Holland pouches are pretty great. I need to put this, actually, I should put this in the group up for sale. I have a couple of things that I need to sell. Apparently I'm going real Texan there. I need to sell some stuff because I've made some things but don't have a place to sell them yet. By the way, the Holland pouch is super easy to make. Actually, both of them are, but Hemingway pouches are super easy to make. It looks like it might be hard. It's not. It's super easy. But yeah, so maybe in the coming weeks, I may put some things up for sale in my Facebook group. Yes, I know that Facebook group says no selling. I'm gonna be the exemption to that rule because I made the group. So there you go. Good afternoon from Washington, says Heather P. Diane says good afternoon from Massachusetts. Wow, could we get to either side of the country there? That's pretty awesome. So yeah, so today, like I said, I'm just going to be taking these pieces and putting them together to create some postcards. I have a video on my channel here on how to make postcards and all that kind of stuff. So feel free to go check out that video and learn how to put together a postcard. But we're just going to sit here, chat, have some fun, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and open my stitch with, I think it's 5.5 if I remember correctly. So let's just chat and see what's going on. What's everybody up to today? What projects are you working on? What's going on in your part of the world? Why is my ear itching? I popped into Mom and Pop Quilt Shop yesterday. Said hello to Laura Lynn. I didn't catch the name of her guest. I just spit all over my lap. I didn't catch the name of the guest that she had on yesterday though. So Terry says, hi Ian, yes, exempt, glad you did start a page. And I know that a lot of people, there were some people, did you mean exempt or excellent? I don't know which. I know that there were some people who said that they were not interested in Facebook pages, and I totally understand that. That is like, totally understand that some people would not be interested in taking part in a Facebook page. No problem there at all. I just wanted to give a space for those who do want to do Facebook or anything like that, a place to hang out and do so. Jackie says, starting Tree of Life, Puzzle Mystery Quilt. Excellent. What colorway did you get? Heather says, finishing a daughter's patriotic quilt. Pardon me, patriotic quilt finally. Excellent. Katrina's, after sewing with 3 kiddos yesterday, I'm putting my feet up. Sounds like a good idea. Flicky Jicky says, greetings, just got home from the farmer's market. Ooh, what'd you buy? Do a haul, let us know. Catherine says, I'm performing an archaeological dig in my sewing room. Oh, by the way, who was it that was looking, like, last weekend? She was looking for, she was looking through her stuff trying to find the quilts and pattern that she had started. Oh, Gwen Simpson was on Mom and Pop's. Excellent. I sewed clue 6 of the Tree of Life yesterday. Today I am cross-stitching. Ooh, that sounds fun. What are you cross-stitching? Heather is working on finishing Continuum Quilt Top finally. Excellent. Oh, and I can actually show you. I forgot I had a camera over here today. I have a little camera right there. So you can see, like, there's this little fin. Oops. There's this little fin right here. And all I'm doing is I'm taking my material and just kind of butting it up against that fin right in the center. And just letting the machine do all the work, just gently feeding it through. kind of letting it feed it through. I don't want to make too big of a zigzag, because if you make too big of a zigzag, sometimes it'll start to pucker, and I don't want that to happen. So just trying to keep it together. Soap, tamales, and peaches. That sounds good. Binding a quilt, my least favorite part. Susie, we did that on Friday. We bound the My Queen quilt. Several of y'all say that I need to enter that into a show, and I definitely am hoping to do that at some point. I've got to get that sleeve stitched down. I have to get the sleeve stitched before I can do that, but it will hopefully be entered into a show at some point. Oh, and dog treats. Flicky Chicky, how did you know when I wanted dog treats? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Gwynny, gotcha. Gotta have the dog treats. It does sound like a good market, Heather. Jackie says, Ian, I have a secret garden fabric from Figo Fabrics. Excellent. I like the secret garden was a pretty cool colorway. I don't know that I would have done it, but I definitely thought it was an interesting colorway to work with. Hello, Carolyn. Welcome. I keep seeing movement outside my patio door. I was on the phone with Leo yesterday, and I just so happened, like, some movement outside the patio door caught my attention, and I was like, what is that? And it was a red-tailed hawk, full-grown red-tailed hawk. He wasn't on my patio. There's a drain spout outside of my apartment, and there was a red-tailed hawk just sitting out there getting a drink of water. So it was pretty cool. Oh, your friend sells there. That's cool. Hey, Shelby, good to see you. Shelby is here, also known as Math Geek. I'm glad you can't see what you can't see right over here. I'm glad that the camera is the light is too bright for it. There's actually a box sitting right there. I had to get one of those picture moving boxes. Because obviously I'm moving, and I have a big Coraline poster. Actually, it's not just Coraline, it's all of the Leica Studio movies prior to Missing Link, before Missing Link. So it's got Coraline, Kubo, Paranorman, and Box Trolls. So it's a limited edition poster, and I got it framed, and it's really pretty, but it is very large, so I had to get a picture moving box. I know, Heather, it was great. The red-tailed hawk was just like right there. Rainbow bread? What? Flicky Chicky, you're gonna send me pictures of that. So, Terry, why did your comment get blocked? I didn't see anything come up. I didn't see any... Normally I get a warning when someone posts something in the chat that's like, hey, this person said something. I didn't see it, so... Weird. Gwynny was on with Laurelyn. Excellent. Probably want to see my face again. The dogs say Saturday is best because they can come with. That's fair. That's definitely fair. Ian, we know you are moving, so it's fine to show boxes, although I understand not wanting to show them. Yeah, Heather, I'm like super, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I'm like super, obsessive isn't the right word, but like, I feel bad having all of my secrets out there, I guess. I don't know how to say it, but like, I just don't want to look cluttered, you know, and it is real cluttered behind the camera right now. So Excellent. Yeah, please post a picture, Flicky Cheeky. I would love to see that. So I'm going to use my ruler now. My postcard ruler, 5x7 postcard ruler. It feels weird saying that, but I love it. So I'm actually going to lay my ruler down on top of my on top of the piece that I want to cut out, and then I'm just going to go ahead and trim this. The good thing about these snippets from the Holland pouch and from the it's all like both the Holland and Hemingway pouches, it's already pre-quilted. So I don't even have to worry about quilting it. I can just go ahead and cut it out because these are ready to apply to the paper using that interfacing, that double-sided interfacing. Does that make any sense at all? I feel like I'm like just a babbling mess today, I feel like. I don't know. Don't know if I'm making any sense at all. Deb says, I've been on my best behavior this weekend, Ian. Have you, though, Deb? Have you? I'm just kidding. I'm sure you have. I haven't been. I've been pretty bad this week. I spent money on a spirit jersey, a Pride spirit jersey. We have, so DFW has one of 2 Disney stores that are still in existence because most of them closed. We have the Disney outlet at Grapevine Mills, and my friend, I was there last weekend, and they had the spirit jersey, the Pride spirit jerseys in store, but they were still wanting $80 for them, and I was like, no. And my friend just texted me. She's like, hey, there's only 3 left, and they're on sale. And so I was like, all right, grab it. Let's just get it, and you know, I don't want to risk not being able to have it. So she bought it for me while she's there, and she's going to bring it to me at some point. So. Oh, and don't forget, if you have a channel, you can use !selfie, and it'll promote your channel. Susan Taylor says, good afternoon. Shelby says, I've been taking inventory of my quilt tops with measurements so I can get ready to put them on the long arm. So I can get ready to put my long arm to best use. That's a good idea. So Terry says, you like privacy and don't like sharing a mess. That is it. I don't like showing a mess is what it is. I may be a mess on screen, but I don't need y'all to see the rest of the crazy mess that I have behind me. I need to order backing for Shelby. I do too. I have some backings that I need. Heather says, it's okay, Ian. My house is cluttered no matter what. You also have minions, so there's that. Jaggy says, my son is trying to convince me not to move the 2 TVs. They're at least 8 years old but still work. Maybe it's time for a new TV. Jackie, it is. I'm going to agree with your son. Sorry. I'm going to agree with your son. It's time for a new TV. When I bought my TV, when I moved into this apartment, I could not believe, I couldn't believe the picture quality and all that kind of stuff. So it's time for a new TV. Time for a new TV. Yes, I agree with your son there. Did I hear that Ian is on Facebook? Jill, yes, you did. You can type ! Zaza, you're back already? What did you do, inhale your food? That's what my mom would always tell me. You can type ! Facebook in the chat. Also, if you ever need to know what a command is, you can type ! help, and it'll give you a list of commands that are available. Also, if you're watching this on the replay, ! or exclamation of any kind will not work during a replay. You can't use it during a replay. But most of the time, I try to remember to put links down in the description of the video. So there is a link in the description for the Facebook group if you would like to join. You can do that down there. My ruler also works great as a straight ruler as well, so you can clean up edges and all that kind of stuff. Just do me a favor, if you do sign up for if you do join the Facebook group, please make sure to answer the question and click that you accept the rules. Otherwise, it won't let you join. So just be aware of that. My TV is 12 years old, no issue. Do I do I have to upgrade? I mean, so Terry, you don't have to, but you know, I'm so glad that I did. I'm just saying. Just saying. I am very glad that I upgraded. This ruler is also very helpful because, as you can see, I have a very weird kind of piece. And so what I can do is I can take my ruler and just kind of like start figuring out how do I want to add pieces onto it, so that I can, don't want to miss anything, Zaza, you're sweet. So I can go onto it and figure out, okay, like, you know, how do these pieces kind of fit together? Do I want to add something here? Do I add something there? You know, that kind of thing. Oh, Banana Joe is here. Oh, watch out. Trouble just entered the chat. Good to see you, Banana Joe. How are you? We got trouble in the chat. Year? What year went by fast? Auntie L says, Heather, that year went by fast. What did I miss? Don't want to miss a thing. That's what, Zaza, that's what you made me think of. Don't want to miss a thing. People would pay me to not sing. You're welcome, everyone. I am using a fun color of thread. I'm using a purple, which is actually kind of blending into almost everything. I don't know if it's going to blend into this plaid that I'm attaching right now, but we're going to see. This is also a great opportunity to use those threads that you might normally not. Ian, did you read the answers from the questions on Facebook? I always give funny answers. It's just me. So, Terry, I did read the answers, and oh my goodness, y'all went bananas on that. So, some people, you know, just answered normally, yes, I'm a real person, or anything like that. But yeah, I got some very funny answers. Y'all were cracking me up with those answers, actually. So, Ian, what are you making? I am currently working on making postcards. So these are quilted postcard tops. You add the paper onto the back and then do the stitching around the edge to keep everything together. And then, of course, if you didn't know, Banana Joe, I have my very own ruler for postcards, and I did a whole infomercial on describing my postcard ruler and why you should buy one. Ting! Yeah, so that's what I'm working on today. Answered. Rough start to the school year. School starts on Wednesday. School district computers sent students the wrong schools. LOL. It was all fixed this morning. Goodness gracious. Ian, my TV is 75 inches, says Dale. It is 15, and I ain't upgrading until I have to. I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's totally fair. But I definitely was very happy when I did. And mine is, I think mine's an 85. I don't know. Should I be saying that on YouTube? I don't know if I really should be saying that. Yeah, smart TVs are like computers now. Like, it is really like having a computer. You're not wrong about that. You are not wrong about that. Let's see. Do I want to attach it here? No, I think I want to attach it over here. Yeah, I'm going to attach it just like that. Or I could grab, oh no, I already have my scraps. I was like, I could grab the scraps that I used from that I made from the first one. Nope, just kidding. I actually still have my scraps I've already sewn them in. Those are already sewn into what I'm working on. So, but I'll be making more scraps. So it'll all be good. I know about it, Ian, but unfortunately shipping and import taxes are too much. I understand. Completely understand. But wait, there's more. Oh, Heather's baby is a year old? Holy cow! No way. Where did the time go? That was super fast. Heather, no way. Really? Yesterday was the Minion's first birthday. Wow. I had to upgrade my TV here in Italy a few years ago. Let's see. I won a postcard ruler. Deb says, I won your postcard ruler. Have yet to make a postcard, but it will get used. You know, it happens. It totally happens. I have a plexiglass template that a friend made me for postcards. I love it. I make my own markings on it. Jackie, that is why I wanted my postcard ruler. I wanted a way to be able to like make it easier on myself for making postcards, right? Like I wanted a way to have my own markings and, you know, all that kind of stuff on it. So it's actually got a center spot on it. I know you're not going to be able to see, but there's actually a center circle on here that shows exactly where the center of the postcard is. So you can, if you're like fussy cutting or like trying to get something centered, you can use that circle. There's also diagonal lines and then a 1/4 inch line all the way around, so you can make sure that you're not getting ready to cut off something that you wanted to keep, right? Like you didn't accidentally remove or get into the margin of error something that you may have wanted to keep on there. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just crazy. When I make fabric postcards, I use junk mail for the base, and I make it the size of the postcard. That's a good idea. Use that junk mail up. That's a great idea. It was made for me after I saw you and Becca making the postcards. That's cool. And sometimes I have pieces like this that are, you know, it has some like little pieces that aren't good for anything, but oops. But this piece right here is still good. So I usually just take my seam ripper and I jump in there and seam rip the zigzag. And then I'll use this piece for something else, because this is still usable. I can still use this for another thing. So I'll put that right there. Where do I want to go next? It's kind of fun making postcards, because a lot of times you can be like, oh, I'm going to put this here and I'm going to put that there. And then sometimes it can be a little frustrating, because you're like, well, how do I want to attach this and how do I want to attach that? Dale has a Roku, made their TV smart. Was that the hawk? What kind of bird was that? I heard a rat. Like, we got raptors out there. Junk mail, brilliant, isn't it? Ian, we are clue 6 of Tree of Life. Yes, Jackie, we are at clue 6 for Tree of Life. July was clue 6. August will be clue 7. I have to think about that because I'm slightly ahead of everybody, and so I have to really think about. Wait, where's everybody at? Okay, y'all are still this clue. I've finished this clue. Because my immediate answer is like, no, we're on clue this, but then I'm like, oh right, I'm ahead of everybody right now. Thankfully, Cotton Cuts is providing them early to me, so that way, because they're getting ready to move, so they want to get them done and not have to worry about it during their move. but also it's helping me and my moves so that way I can get them done earlier and not worry about having to do it in the middle of my move. Really love the quilt behind you. Thank you. That's from Banana Joe. I cannot wait for this quilt to be in the shows that I've entered it into. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm crossing my fingers for some ribbons. Banana Joe, I am all for recycling both paper and the fabric. I also do crafts with I do crafts with plastic bottles. You are just a jack of all trades, aren't you? So I need to do, I'm going to do a little trim on this end. Get that all cleaned up. And then we'll add some onto that side. Yeah, we need to add a little bit onto this side. How's your move going? Well, Banana Joe, unfortunately not as great as I would have liked it to have. I unfortunately have injured myself and have been told by a doctor that I need to rest. So I've been resting. It's making me a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. It makes me a little nervous not doing everything that I want to do, but I know that I can catch up and that it will be okay in the end. It just makes me a little nervous. Amanda posted a beautiful block on your Facebook group. I can't imagine that in a whole quilt. I know, I saw that. It was very pretty. So y'all are already posting some really amazing projects already in that Facebook group. I was very surprised at how quickly that Facebook group, I honestly thought at this point I would have 10 people who joined. So it was kind of mind-blowing to wake up this morning and like 150 people have already joined that group. But yeah, y'all are already showing off some amazing projects in there, and I can't wait to go through and pick my favorite ones. Started out with an Amazon Fire Stick, didn't care for it. When they finally quit working, I switched to Roku, and I love it. I don't have a Roku, but a lot of my friends do. A lot of my friends have the Roku. Roku. All right, we just need to, see, this is why I love this ruler. I can see through it. There's nothing obstructing my view. I can see exactly where my lines are going to cut off and exactly where I need to add pieces. And I'm actually going to take that piece that I cut off a moment ago, and I'm just going to add that right to the edge right there. Flicky Cheeky just posted the rainbow bread on Facebook. Old picture from when we had it made when we made French toast with it. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. Thanks for posting it. I'll go check it out. Now this is a good way for y'all to share, you know, when I am like, oh, I want to see pictures. Y'all can post things in there and I can see them a little bit more easily instead of y'all having to email me. It is a private Facebook group? Yes, it is a private Facebook group, but it is like you can find it and see it. It is private so that others who are not in it can't see into it. Does that make sense? I also do wire wrapping and jewelry with beads and paper and made by yours truly. That is amazing. Banana Joe, feel free to join the Facebook group if you'd like, if you are on Facebook, and share those in the Facebook group. Tammy says, Ian, how do you find time to get into your quilting room to quilt? I'm exhausted after work, so I don't feel like doing it. Just asking how you manage your time. That is a great question. I am neurospicy. I will put it that way. I am neurospicy. I'm pretty sure there's probably a touch of autism, something, because every time I hear about like what are the signs or symptoms of autism, like high functioning autism, I'm like, that sounds really familiar. That sounds really familiar. So I feel like I'm on the spectrum somewhere. I have to be doing something at all times. Even when I'm watching TV, I need to be doing something else. It is a very rare time for me to sit and focus solely on watching TV, watching a movie, listening to music, like something. I need to be doing something with my hands. So a lot of times, once I get off work, and again, I'm very thankful that I get to work from home. As soon as I get off work, I can literally roll my chair over here and I'll usually turn on the TV and I'll start working on a project. So I do find myself constantly needing to do something. And so I tend to always want to be moving, doing something, being productive. Does that make sense, Tammy? I know that doesn't exactly help you, but I need to be doing something. So let's see. Holly says, in our house, our TVs get shuffled. Priority is the main one in the living room, and then the hubby's man cave, then the one in my sewing room. Our main TV is 13 years old and is still awesome. Awesome. As Zaza is asking what Roku is, it's a smart device that you plug into your TV to give you, basically turns a not smart TV into a smart TV. Think of it like an Apple TV or something of that nature. Let's see. Have a Fire Stick. I don't have cable. I do have YouTube TV. I did do that one. Well, Ian, you just have to gift me one of your rulers. Right? Exactly. I'll just have to gift you one of the rulers. That's ADHD. I mean, I definitely think there's that. I think there's a little bit of other things involved as well. But yeah, I definitely will need to be going at all times. I just can't stop. If I stop, it's because I'm sick, and that's never good. Zaza, it's more of that if I post something that I haven't. Yes. So Zaza, if you are in that Facebook group, people outside of the Facebook group cannot see what's inside of it unless they join the group as well. So if you post a gift and someone is not in that group, they won't be able to see it. Flicky Cheeky, thanks Dale, it's an FPP block. It's scrappy, white background, green scraps, blue scraps, on the other diagonal, pink and purple centers. You're talking about the pineapple block that you posted? It's really pretty. I have to be multitasking, absolutely. That is exactly. I have to be multitasking all the time. I guess that's why I do so well here, is because I can multitask. I can read your comments and keep up with chat while I'm working on a project. So Tabitha says, as an autistic myself, I suspect that you and at least one of your close friends are also on the spectrum. Yeah. I can almost guarantee you that. Almost guarantee you that. Zaza says, my children have diagnosed me with ADHD and high-functioning autism. I think there are probably more people than we, I think it's probably pretty common, to be honest. That's big enough. I can use that again. Ian, what's the name of the Facebook group? It is Ian's Off Kilter Community, I believe. If you go into the description of this video, there's a link. You can also scan this QR code using your phone, tablet, or other device. You can use your mobile device and scan the QR code on the screen, and it will take you to the Facebook group where you can join. Again, just make sure that you answer the question and say that you accept the rules. Otherwise, you will automatically get rejected, and you will have to re-request to join. Oh, man. Same. I can't focus solely on one thing. I definitely have to have STEM and social. I definitely have some STEM and social difficulties. Of course, autism and ADHD severely categorize the impact others. Yeah, so I definitely know that I'm like very light on the scale, while there are others who are, you know, very much deeper than I am. So I don't want to lessen their impact, you know, but I definitely know that there's neurospicy, definitely neurospicy. Jackie says, do you have a friend that can help you pack under your direction until, yes, I do. And I think that will be happening sooner rather than later. All right, so there we go. There is another postcard. I really like how that one came out. I mean, we've already made two. I mean, they just go together so quickly. And they just use up those scraps like nobody's business. So there's two. Already done. Already done. So Terry, I posted my latest machine. Ian, I did buy that 301. It's beige. I thought I would paint it, but I'm still on the fence about it. I'm going to repaint mine. And I did see the machine that you posted in the Facebook group. It looks great, by the way. I am going to repaint my 301. Bill's dad is offering to paint it, and he's actually going to paint it exactly the same color as my car, which is pretty cool. Remember, women are all multitasking. Yes, 100%. All the time, constantly. Women also, it's also a woman's world, and we just are lucky to live in it. Just saying. Just saying. Irish Sail Lady, good afternoon all. Just finished making 14 cups of pesto from my basil plant. I'm tired, but enjoying coffee while I watch. Excellent. So, see, that's a tick right there. That is a tick with mine. Anna, until 2013, we couldn't diagnose autism and ADHD as, I don't know exactly, comorbidities, even though the overlap is obvious and lived experience suggests otherwise. That is very true. That is very, very true. My oldest daughter has a sensory processing disorder, and the middle one has some form of ADHD. I have tics. Y'all have actually caught my tics, especially on Friday. Somebody was like, mouth noises. That is a tic that I have. And I don't know that I'm doing it. So if I ever do that, know that I don't know that it's happening. Feel free to call me out on it and be like, Ian, stop. Because I know some people have very strong reactions to certain noises and such. So please, by all means, call me out on it. I just know that I don't know that I'm doing it. Those are very cool, Karen says. I love them. I really love them. Hi, Candace. Good to see you. I love making them. Really pretty machine. I know. No, loved So Terry's machine. It's beautiful. I'm getting caught in the chat, and this is really bad. I should really focus on working, but awesome. Can't wait to see your machine when it's done. I bet it is way. I bet it's on. Wait. I bet that is way on the back burner. Yeah, it's on the back burner. I basically told. His name is Bill. I told Bill, hey, by the way, I'm getting ready to move, so I'm actually going to send him the machine right before I move. And I told him he can take as long as he wants with it. He doesn't have to get it done, you know, on a deadline or anything. He can take his time. Anna, tics are a form of stimming to help someone regulate. That is exactly what's happening with me. When I'm making the weird noises or anything, it is... Another thing that I've noticed is that I will play songs over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I literally have played songs 20 times in a row. Especially when new songs come out and I really like them, I play it over and over and over again, and finally it'll get to a point where I'm just like, okay, I'm done. But I definitely... That was another clue. I was like, oh, that's a way of stimming. Got it. Dale says, I think it's endearing. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad. I got worried on Friday because I don't remember who it was, and it doesn't matter. But somebody pointed out that I was making mouth noises, and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I felt bad, I did. I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to do it on purpose, I really don't. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. Man, I saw pictures from the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show yesterday. Chris from Rose City Originals is out there, Tula was out there. Lots of people were out there, so it was a lot of beautiful quilts too. Barbara says, I have 2 children with ADHD and bipolar. My grandson has autism. It's hard for them to grasp everything, but they get there. It can be. It absolutely can be. When I was an educator, informal educator, for a long time, and still technically being an instructional designer, I still kind of am in a way. But yeah, I definitely remember working with people on the spectrum and doing everything, like figuring out how I can help them understand, or, you know, and maybe I'm not teaching, you know, everything. I wanted to, of course, work with whatever level they were on and make sure that they were having a good time and fulfilling that stimulation that they need and whatnot, while making sure that I keep them comfortable and, you know, not stressing them out, not putting them in an environment that would be upsetting to them, if that makes sense. Banana Joe, I have to have the radio on at all times. I suffer from tinnitus. That is no fun. I worked in special ed for 30 years. Spectrum is wide. Just, it really is. It really, really is. And that's why I like calling it a spectrum. Like, I want to bring attention to it being being a spectrum. It is not a one-size-fits-all by any stretch of the imagination. It is a very, very wide spectrum. We are going to trim this. And I'm going to keep that right there. And I'm going to sew this. Oops, I just moved it. My upstairs neighbor just fell or something. I don't know what just happened up there. LOL, my boss stuck his head in and said, you think we could hear something? You think we could hear something different? What? My boss stuck his head in. You think we could hear something different? What? Hear something different? Hear something different where? I'm so confused. So confused. Are they talking about me? Is your boss talking about me? Hi, boss. Hi, boss. How you doing? Boss, be nice to Dale. They're an awesome person. You should give them a raise. Lily's here and says, hello everybody, I'm late to the party. What did I miss? We are working on making postcards. So I'm working on taking scraps from the Holland and Hemingway pouches, and I am turning them into postcards. Oh, playing the same thing over and over and over again. Gotcha, Dale. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm definitely very bad about that. Very bad about that. I will listen to it until I go crazy. Yep, you're right, Anna. Judy, I think they want you to change the subject. That's right. Let's give him a raise, right? Give him a raise. I thought you were talking about, I thought they were listening to me and they're like, hey, can we do something else? Let's see here. How do I want to trim? I think I'm going to trim it here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Because that'll give me a straight edge to work with on here. Whoops, didn't quite make it through. Hello all, says Lori. Good to see you. The spectrum is huge. My Carson didn't speak until he was 5. I had him in school at 2 to learn what they could teach him. He's still very much a loner, does not interact with people well. It happens. It absolutely happens. I think the dyslexia for me adds to it a little bit. I think it adds to it a little bit. Although I feel like the dyslexia increased my creativity weirdly. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I feel personally that it helped increase the creative spark that I have or something. I don't know. I just have TikTok snippets as earworms. I have that as well. There are some TikToks that I've saved and I will go back and just listen to them because they make me happy. Okay, let's put a little, I have a little piece that I can stick onto the side here. Yeah, I think this will be great. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put that right there. Joy says, my great-grandson is like that and doesn't interact well with others, and he is 12. When I worked for the library, I had wonderful families that would come in. Most of them homeschooled. And it was great to see, you know, a few of the kids were on the spectrum somewhere, and it was always great. I actually really liked working with them because it really worked to hone my skills on how to be a better educator, right? Like, I love it. Barbara asks, are you stitching on top of the material? Yes, I'm stitching straight on top of the material. So you can see my stitches there. This is the back side. And I'm just stitching all the way through. And then you just square it up and it becomes the postcard top. So I'm just stitching straight through the top and making it, you see the zigzag stitches very clearly, but I honestly love the look of it. And honestly, the purple's working out great. I decided to put purple thread in because I hardly ever use purple. I decided to put purple into the machine today, and I think that was a great idea. do this one right there, I think. I don't need much. I just need a little piece. So I'm gonna put that right there. Joy says, need to run some errands before it gets too hot. I'll watch the replay. See you later. Who was that, Joyce? See you later, Joyce. Good to see you. Banana Joe said, I saw a video of a doctor who's also dyslexic, and he was saying that we learn faster and are more intelligent because of it. I think there is a correlation between dyslexia and it does something to the brain, and I can't explain it, but it forces the brain to work in a different way, and I feel like because of that it helps. I don't know how to. I know when I was in elementary school, when I got tested for dyslexia, they said my IQ was slightly higher than average, but I don't know if it still is. Probably not at this point. Oh boy, Auntie L made finished basting my baby quilt and will take a sip of coffee. Oops, surprise, I finished my coffee and refilled my cup with water. Whoops, I hate when that happens. Speaking of which, I need to switch over to water. Thank you for reminding me. I actually went to take a sip of coffee there a little while ago and it was completely empty. You're welcome, Barbara. I'm glad you like the colors. Oh, by the way, I forgot. If you were with me on Friday, y'all know that when I bound the quilt, I was playing chicken bobbin chicken, whatever way you put it. I went to change the thread this morning, pulled out the bobbin. There was nothing left on the bobbin. I won by, I don't even like that much maybe. I was super, super close, and I can't believe I actually won. We're supposed to go play chicken bingo, decided to play after, decided after being in the heat all day yesterday. It was too hot for me today. That's fair. That is definitely fair. It is definitely very warm all across the country. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. Oh, wait, maybe I can do... I just realized I probably should have trimmed this off first before I sewed that on there, but I think I might still be able to make it work because I might be able to trim it this way and do... We'll just see. See what happens. There we go. Banana Joe had an IQ of 120 and now she has no... See, that's kind of like me. I don't know if I still have that IQ. I don't even remember what the number was. I just know my parents told me I was slightly above average, but I don't know what the number is, so... Auntie L asks, what is chicken bingo? I don't know, so Judy, please enlighten us what bingo chicken is, because I don't know that I know. Don't know what chicken bingo is. I know what KFC chicken is, but I don't know what bingo chicken is. You must have done something good on... I know, right, Karen? Isn't that crazy? Zaza says, my husband and 2 kids are both dyslexic, all very clever. My husband is of an age where dyslexia wasn't recognized and grew up being told he was stupid. He is anything but. That was so heartbreaking to hear. I definitely... Even when I was growing up, I was still... Like, dyslexia wasn't... well, no, it was known, but it wasn't like well known. And I definitely remember getting put in special ed and feeling like I was really not smart, you know? Definitely felt very ostracized, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Linda, good to see you. Linda says, oh, hello, friends. I'm just waking up from a nice nap. I usually nap for 20 minutes, and I was asleep for an hour and a half. Judy says they put, I think she meant two, TWO. Pardon me. They put 2 chickens on a large wooden bingo card, and you place bets on your number to win and wait for the chicken to do a poo. Interesting. Barbara says, are you sewing on top of batting? I am not, because there is actually already, the batting is already inside of it, because whenever you're making a Hemingway or Holland pouch, you use batting inside of it, either batting or the, what's that stuff called by Annie's? By Annie's Soft and Stable. So there's either batting or Soft and Stable already inside of it, so I'm just literally sewing those together with the zigzag stitch. Did I miss the postcards? Is this a quilting term? So Carrie, I'm making postcards. These are postcard top. And what I'm gonna do, I actually have several videos, and Becca and I also have worked on these. Sorry, guys. Pardon me. So these are postcard tops. All I need to do now is I need to put a layer of interfacing that's double-sided glue. And then I will stick on a piece of paper onto the back of it, and then I'll use a satin stitch around the edges to make the postcard. But again, you can check out the video on my channel. I did a live stream where I made postcards and walked you through the steps of how to make a postcard. It's different, but after a few drinks, you don't care. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Dale says, Judy, that's what I was thinking. That is not what I was thinking, and that is, I had no idea what it was. But that I didn't think it was that. I'll put it that way. I didn't think it was that, but very interesting idea. We do cow chip bingo here in Iowa. I have heard of that one before. But I've never heard of chicken bingo. That is a new one for me. Oops. Uh-oh. Cut a little too far in, but that will be okay. I think it'll be all right. Yeah, it's within the edge, so it'll be all right. It'll be a little wonky, but honestly, it's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. No big deal. Oh, that's super cool. I will look for the video. Thanks. You're welcome, Carrie. Also, I don't sell, but So Be It quilts. I don't have anything to put behind it, so I can't like make it stand out. Maybe I could put this behind it. So Be It Quilts sells my postcard ruler, and this postcard ruler has some markings on it that can help you frame out your postcards. So like I just finished this one, as you can see. And this postcard ruler really helps you kind of get it centered, and like you can kind of see where everything's gonna land. I have it a little off at the moment, but this really helps with, sorry guys, I got a frog trying to take residence in my throat. It really helps kind of visualize what the postcard's going to look like. see. If you want to save money, use a glue stick. See you later, Heather. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Brenda. Good to see you. I'm sitting here cutting up hex materials, so I have something to do when I have my total hip replacement done in September, and I'll be down for a while, so I can get some sewing done, I guess. Hey, I hope you... I hope that goes well for you. Mom had both of her hips replaced and a knee replaced, and I know that that can be kind of a lot. It can be kind of a lot. So best of luck to you for that, and I hope everything goes well. Pardon me. So sorry, guys. Heather says, I want to make some Halloween quilts, but I'm having the hardest time choosing patterns. Any suggestions? So, Heather, help Heather out if you have any suggestions for Halloween quilts, any patterns or anything like that. Make sure to check, drop it in the chat for her. I don't have anything hot, Banana Joe. I'd have to heat up some water or something. Tracy asked a good question. Do you need to put them in an envelope? Can't quite imagine how they will go through the machines at the post office. Tracy, I have never put any of mine in an envelope. Now, that's a lie. I did a couple of times. I put them in an envelope before. You can either put them in an envelope or in a plastic clear cellophane bag. Like, there's like envelope-sized clear plastic cellophane you can put it in. Just remember, if you put it into anything, even a clear, put the stamp on the outside of the package. Put that stamp on the outside of the package on the envelope. Otherwise, they won't be able to cancel it. You can mail them as is. They might end up getting to your recipient a little dirty, but I have never had a problem with it not making it. So do it at your own choice, but not a big... you can do it without the envelope, and it makes it just fine. The worst thing that I had happen to mine is on the front, instead of the, you know those orange marks that get put on the front of mail sometimes, either black or orange? My friend, instead of having it on the back paper, it got sprayed on the front of his postcard. And so he had like little orange lines across the bottom of it. And I apologized, but he's like, first of all, you didn't do it. And second of all, I don't care. So it wasn't a big deal to him, but that is the worst thing that has happened. So Jay Murphy says, joining late, worked on piecing it back, trying to use up the stash instead of buying more matching fabric. That is something that is really good to do, is to piece those backs. I've been listening for an hour, finally back home after fleeing the hurricane barrel and power outage. All is well. So glad to hear that you made it safely, and so glad to hear that your property made it safely. Sylvia is burying quilt threads. Blech. That's no fun, Sylvia. Somebody suggested Fort Worth Fabric Studio has their As the Crow Fly patterns currently going using Riley Blake's Halloween fabric. I love that we're in spooky season already. It is y'all know I'm a huge Halloween person, and I am so excited for yet another Halloween season. I just don't know if I'll be able to decorate this year. That's the sad part. Tracy says, oh, that makes sense. Thank you. You're very welcome. I do have paper envelopes that are bigger than 5x7. I don't remember what size they are. They're sitting over there. That's why I keep looking over there. They are 5x7, or larger than 5x7, excuse me. That works well. Like I put the postcard inside and then put them in there, but it's not like I don't typically do that. I'll put it that way. I don't typically do it. I like the postcard to go as is. Does that make sense? And I usually, like I said, I don't usually have a problem with them. Usually they make it just fine. Tracy's getting ready to load my showering stars, and it will be my last UFO. You'll have to post that in the group when you get it done. That's awesome. Zaza says, oh, Sylvia, that sounds fun. Not. It's one of those jobs that always takes longer than you think. Oh, by the way, guys, several of you told me about a little pick. I don't know what to call it. A little pick thing that you can actually go in between the fibers of the material and pull out loose threads. On my my queen quilt, some of y'all were with me on Friday and saw that there's that one thread in there that I wanted to not be in there, and Pat Strawhouse sent me the link on I almost said Instagram, on what is that place called? Amazon. On Amazon. I didn't end up buying it from Amazon because it was kind of expensive on there and it wasn't going to get here until August. But I did purchase that tool from Cloverleaf Fabrics or whatever they're called. I did purchase that tool, so hopefully I'll be able to go in and pull that black thread out that has been driving me crazy. Linda asks, Ian, what do you do with the quilted cards? I send them just like regular postcards. So I basically, on the paper on the back, I'll write my message like I would any other postcard. Drop in the mail, send them. If you're asking about what do I do when I receive them, I have taken them down, of course, at this point. But I put them up in, I have a board. I like to put them up on a board so that way I can take a look at them and display them. You'll be all settled by Halloween, says Zaza. I hope to be, but I don't know for sure. I'm hoping to be like good to go, but also I'll have to like find all of my Halloween decorations once once all the moving stuff gets dropped off. I'll have to find it. I love Halloween season because it means autumn. Yes, same. I have sent my postcards in envelopes. That is definitely one way to do it. There's no right or wrong way, for sure. I like Halloween. I love fall. We have a backyard and neighborhood full of beautiful maple trees. That's awesome. I'm just happy to have fall when I move. Because here in Texas, we don't really get fall. We have fall for like a day, and then it's over. Clover thread pick, thank you. Excellent, Tracy. Tracy just signed up for the Facebook page. Glad to hear that. Zaza, we here too, but we don't decorate like in the US. Heather says, oh my goodness, Flicky Cheeky, they have seascape fabric I've been looking for to make my mom's quilt. Well, look at that. You ask a question in the group and you find something else that you were looking for. I always love it when that happens. I love it when our community is able to help each other out and then happy accidents happen. How many hours will you be from Becca? I will be less than 15 minutes away from Becca, so I'll be pretty close to her. Linda's asking, do you write on them? I do. I write my messages on the paper on the backside, and the address will also get written on the backside. So yeah, I do write on them. That's why I trim threads on the back of my quilt. I hate to see it if it's a dark thread under a light fabric. See, Zaza, that's where I'm lazy, and I'm really bad about doing that. I should have done it with this one. I really should have, but I was like, I never do it. It's fine. And then it wasn't. So it happens. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to start cutting all of my threads, but I am going to be more careful about it, I think. And I'm going to try and, you know, I'm going to be more careful about it. I know, Barbara, I'm so excited. I get all 4 seasons. I've never had all 4 seasons, and I'm so excited about that. Hi, Deborah. See you in the chat there. Deborah says, hello, all. Fall. Did I hear you say fall? Did you fall again? Oh, fall followers, you everywhere. Oh, fall follows you everywhere. LOL. Just kidding, Ian. Love you lots. I'm glad you will be happy. I did say fall, but I did not fall, thankfully. But yeah, I'm super excited to have a fall that I've never really gotten to experience before. I got to experience a little bit of it when I was hanging out at Becca's last year in late October and November, but this will be the first, like, from now on, I will actually have a fall to celebrate, and Samhain and all that kind of stuff. I cannot wait for Virginia's fall. Miserable hot summer is over, right? Good night, Gracie says, I've been making postcards for quite some time. I visited the post office several times to check in, and they are fine to send in the mail, as is, though they may get dirty or in an envelope. Yeah, you can do both. Absolutely. Gracie is 100% correct. You can either... Sorry, that took me a moment to get through that. I was like, that's the dyslexia kicking in there. You just witnessed it all firsthand. Yeah, it's as long as you can't use a postcard stamp. You do have to use regular postage. So like a regular forever stamp, you cannot use the postcard stamp on them, unfortunately. But as long as you use a regular stamp on them, they get where they're going. And they usually don't... Every once in a while, something's going to get eaten by a machine. Let's face it. I've literally gotten one of those, like, it looks like a crime scene bag almost, with my mail just like eaten up inside of it. So it happens. It absolutely happens. So do you paste this fabric sandwich onto a postcard? So I use interfacing. I use the Pellon, what is it, 72? I think it's the Pellon 72. I don't have any on hand. But I'll put that on the back, and then I'll put the paper on top of that. So it creates a sandwich. I have my postcard top. So I have my postcard top. Then I have the interfacing, double-sided interfacing, and then I'll have the piece of paper on the bottom of that. And then I iron all of that to make sure it's all good and stuck, and then go around the edge with that zigzag stitch. Linda, go check out I have it saved on my page, I think. If you check out the postcard live stream that I did, I show you how to put the postcard sandwich together. On that one, though, I just do a regular postcard. I don't do the pre-quilted one, the pre-quilted material. I actually did this over on Fallon's channel as well. So this is just your regular quilt top. So it's got the batting on the back side. And again, all I do is I take this is going to be on top, I put my double-sided interfacing underneath, and then I put the piece of paper underneath that, iron up here, flip everything over, iron on the paper on the back, and then do the satin stitch all the way around. Ooh, I almost fell. Ooh, Anna, apple picking and pumpkin patches. I've never been to a pumpkin patch. I know, I'm terrible. Christmas postcard, Sylvia, I did that actually. I did do that for my Christmas cards one year. I need a longer piece. Oh, let's use this. Yeah, exactly, Gracie. Regular stamp, not a postcard stamp. She trims hers down to 4x6. Mine are, the ones I do are 5x7. Same thing, still works. Deborah says, well, at least when you are snowed in, you can still work as you work from home. Absolutely. Yep, stamp will stay on them because the stamp is on the paper side, not on the fabric side. I have to add a little bit more there, but I'm going to go ahead and add some to the top. Sheila says, hello, everybody. And Ian, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in today. Hope you're doing well. And again, I'll switch my camera here so that it might give you a little... You can kind of see, but basically I'm using that zigzag stitch. And I have my... This is my 10D foot for the Bernina. If you have a Bernina, this is the one that has the fin in the center of... See if I can grab the camera here. Hang on, everybody. Don't get seasick. We're going to gently move you around the machine. Whee! All right. So you can see here. So I've got that fin right down the center. And I'm just taking the zigzag stitch. And I'm pushing both sides of the material towards that fin. This is really hard to do one-handed. There we go. There we go. That camera back there. I don't know where that is going to end up if we're even going to switch to it. Pellon Pellex 72F is my favorite. Thank you, Gracie. That's the number that you're going to look for. You're going to look for the Peltex 72F. I know, right? Banana Joe, did he just say backside? He did say backside. I did say backside. I did say backside. Where is Mike today? Where is that New York beauty? Where is he at? Exactly, Zaza. Apple cider donuts. Yes. Nom 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 nom. Let's see. Very clever using that foot. It kind of is like crazy quilting. You're exactly right. It is kind of like crazy quilting. Gives you a way to use up those scraps too. He's MIA. Where is he? Where is that boy? This is also the foot that I use for putting on my binding from the front when I do machine binding the last to catch the backside. That's how I do it. I use that fin and I run that fin along the edge of the binding on the front side. He was on earlier today and he's not here in my live. Well, how dare he? I'm going to tell him that he's in big trouble. By the way, that Aerosmith song was from an earlier... From earlier is a proper earworm. It's not going away. Sorry. Yup. Love hot cider, but have you ever had an apple cider slushy? What? No, I haven't. We have an orchard down the road here who makes them on their orchard. They are so good. That sounds really good. Hello, FUWONYU. Don't know how to pronounce your username, so please forgive me. But hello to you. Makes me think of Tu Wan Fu. Thanks for everything. Banana Joe, Ian, you could use a serpentine stitch to Frankenpiece. That is very true. And honestly, this is a great way to use some of those decorative stitches if you wanted to. You could use some of the decorative stitches that your machine does, especially if you're quilting, like doing the quilting on the machine. You could use some of those decorative stitches that you never push the button for, and you're like, why do I even have these? Well, Postcards is a great place to do those decorative stitches. Let's see here. Oops, nope. Almost cut off the edge. I think we're good there. So I'm gonna trim it there. Put that. It does create some excess, but you've already used your scraps that you would have just thrown in the trash anyways to make even more projects. There we go. Whoops. Get that cleaned up. There we go. So there you go. There's another postcard. Ready to go. Look at that. See how easy that is? It's so easy. I could go this way. If you wanted to go like that, you could do it that way. So literally in the hour and 43 minutes that we've been live, we've made 4 postcards. So we made that one, made this one, made this one, and we've made this one. See how easy it is? It's so easy to fall in love. Oh man. Zaza says, I nearly had a fit when someone handed my then 4-year-old son apple cider when I was in the US. In the UK, it is an alcoholic version. Yes, that is a very big difference here because I definitely went over, I was at Ham's Orchard where they have peaches, and there was a little thing for peach cider, and my aunt was like, I'm not having any of that. And I was like, all right, I'll take some. And I took a sip, and I was like, wait, there's no kick to it. And I was like, oh, this is like just non-alcoholic. Banana Joe, I got a cheaper machine which has decorative stitches because my Bernina is 36 years old and is mechanical. I use it to decorate bags and postcards. That's a great idea. Auntie L says I need to grow a quilt top that I found to baby size. I don't have any of the fabrics, but I have some coordinating colors for solids and borders. Currently it is 28 inches by 33 inches. How big of a border should I add? Auntie L currently has a quilt that she wants to grow. She has the current size is a 28 by 33. How big of the borders should she add to make it a baby size? Sharon, got it. Let's see if I can remember that. Sharon, thank you for putting that in there in the chat. Let me see if I can make one. We've got a little over 15 minutes. Let's see if I can make one more on a live stream. Let's grab some of the other pieces that I haven't used. Definitely use this one. And I think I'll use some of this. Actually, I can put that right there. That fits perfectly in there, so. What's the number of the foot you're using? On the Bernina, it is the 10D foot. Now, I do have the D designation on my machine because it has the built-in walking foot, basically. I think they call it dual feed, if I remember correctly. The dual feed is what specifies the D, but it is the 10D foot. So if you don't have the dual feed, it would just be the 10 foot. But it has that fin that goes right down the center and makes putting the binding on so easy. Hold on to that in case I can use some more of it. See if I can get this bat on here. Do I want to do that or do I want to do some other strips? See if I can find some other strips maybe. I don't think I have any other strips of this material in here. Unfortunately, oh, this would have been a good starting place. See, I have a good triangle for starting a postcard. Yeah, I don't want to use this one. Unless I do it over here, but I don't catch any of the bats in it, which I really want to include some of the bats. What do I want to do? I can play around a little bit. I think I want to do that one. Sylvia is asking, question, if you had an orphan FPP block, how would you affix it to a postcard base? What I would do is I would frame it in some material. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let me try that again. I would frame it out. I would use some extra fabric that either coordinates or frames it in some manner. And I would frame it out and then quilt it. So, you know, frame it out into the 5x7 size or whatever size you're wanting to make your postcard. Frame it out and then put it on some batting, do the quilting and whatnot. Hello, Miss Brown. Good to see you. Hello, Wendy. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'll have to go down a little bit. think I can attach this one in the corner. Whoops. Throwing things everywhere. Throwing stuff all over the place. Ooh, am I gonna do it? Yep, we still got just over 10 minutes and I'm almost done with this. Almost done with this one, I feel like. Now, granted, I had a bigger swath of fabric to work from. Oh, uh-oh. Come back. Sorry, everyone. I accidentally hit my mouse and it sent my computer into screensaver mode. And I was like, oh no, you're gone. But you're back. That is going to be exactly in place. So we're going to go with this one. Ian, what batting do you prefer? Barbara, I prefer... So if I'm working on a bag, so if I'm making a Hemingway or Holland or anything like that, I prefer soft and sable. If I'm making a quilt, I think it's going to be the 80-20, warm and natural or whatever it is. A lot of times I just hand my quilts over to my quilters, whether it be Nancy or Beth. I'll hand it over to them and tell them to use whatever they want. So it's I kind of just use whatever they end up using. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Deborah's asking what happens if I go overtime. Nothing. I just wanted to see if I could get another postcard quilt top done before the end of the live stream today, and I'm definitely going to make it. Definitely going to make it. So nothing would have happened. I just wanted to see if I could get one done in 15 minutes, and sure enough, I just did. Ruby is trying her hand at crazy quilt postcards. Excellent. I know, I did. I did do some 6-hour live streams last weekend. It's hard to believe that was last weekend. I'm like still kind of in shock that I went that long, but I may make it a quarterly thing where I go live for like 6 hours on like every quarter. So once a quarter, I'll go live for 6 hours. That'll be in the future though. There we go. There's our 5th and final postcard. So I made 5 postcards today, guys. 5. All of them a little bit different, too. So we have that one. We have that one. We have that one. We have that one. And we have that one. 5 different postcard tops. Now again, I still need to actually turn them into postcards. I'll have to add the Peltex 72 onto the backside, and then I'll add the paper, and then I'll do the zigzag stitch, also like make it a satin stitch all the way around. But there you go. Linda loves the long lives. You know, guys, I may just start doing, like I said, I may start doing them once a quarter. And yeah, having fun with it. It was a lot of fun. I loved hanging out with everybody, and it was a lot of fun, you know, just sitting there chatting for 6 hours and whatnot. So probably will do that once I'll specify a weekend, and we'll do a 6-hour live. Banana Joe loves my fabric. I do too. I love my fabric. Love my fabric. Right, exactly. The live would be a mini retreat. It kind of was like a mini retreat, at least for me. It was fun to hang out with everybody and just chat and whatnot. So there we go. That is Postcards, and I now have 5 more ready to go. So excellent, excellent fun times. And yeah. You should, absolutely, Barbara. You should definitely try and make some. Do I have, let me see if I have, Jean, you may not want to run away yet. I do have some on hand. All right. Would anybody like to receive a quilted postcard from me? I do have some that are ready to go. These are obviously not ready to go, and so it won't be any of the ones that you saw today, but would anybody like to receive one that is pre-made? Because maybe we'll do a quick little giveaway. Should we do a quick little giveaway? This will be open to international. This is for everybody, because I can send Streamlabs. I can send them across the globe using a global stamp. So let me go to my dashboard. We'll just do a, well, how about we do a quick little, 5-minute giveaway. Let's see, CloudBot, and then we'll go to, where are my giveaways? Hold on, everyone. There we go. And then, okay, so we've done that one. We've completed that one. Let's close that one. Let me do custom. Quilted postcard. One quilted postcard from me. Oh, and we're going to change the time. I'm going to set this for 5 minutes. Confirm. All right, we started the giveaway. Oh, it says A1 quilted postcard. Sorry, apparently I need to work on my grammar there, but if you'd like to enter the giveaway for a quilted postcard from me, just type !raffle into the chat, and we're gonna run this for 5 minutes. Auntie L just thought she heard thunder. Hopefully the power stays on this time. I hope so too. Don't forget, if you are watching this on replay, unfortunately the giveaway is not open to you because you have to be in the live audience for this giveaway. Oh, Yo Patty G, I see you sneaking in there, lurking in the chat here. I'm seeing a lot of names that have been kind of quiet. That's okay, guys. I'm just kidding with you. So anybody can enter this one, no matter where you are in the world, as long as a stamp will make it to you. I can get you a quilted postcard. See, this is why you should always stay to the very end of a live stream, because you never know what's going to happen. Big Blue Dog, I don't think I've seen you here before. Hello. Hello, Alice. Good to see you. Lorraine, good to see you. It's funny all the names that come out whenever a prize gets placed in front of everyone. Make sure that you're ! raffle. Make sure that you're doing ! raffle. Who did what? STEZ just subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Deborah Payne just subscribed. All right, I'm gonna reset the timer because those people just subscribed, and in order to comment, you have to be a channel subscriber for more than 5 minutes. So I am going to set a timer so that once this timer ends, I'll reopen it. For those who just subscribed, both STEZ and the other person who I just lost, Deborah, both of y'all, y'all are here. I see you. Give me a minute and I will restart the, I'll restart it for y'all so that way you can enter as well. Blue Dog says, long-time lurker, first-time raffler. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here and hanging out, and glad to see you. Exclamation point raffle. No spaces. Joan says, gotta go. Sorry not to stay. Have a great week. No worries, Joan. Have a wonderful week. So glad that you were here today. I need to shave today. I meant to shave last night, but I forgot. Forgot to do so. So, anywho, that's about all that's going on. I'm looking over, oh my, I have 20 notifications waiting for me on Facebook, so I'll have to go check out what's going on in the Facebook group. Somebody tagged me. Oh, Karen posted in my Facebook group. Ian, you asked what I was stitching, and here it is. It's a work in progress. A magical design, snow magic design by Brenda Grievous, maybe? Very nice. I like it. I gotta go check out these posts after the live stream is over with. Looking good. It's a cute little snowman. I like it. I like it. Did I shift my... No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Guys Craft 2. Hey, Ian, sorry. A lurker 2. I typically watch on my TV, so no key, but that's okay. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. It just, it cracks me up to see that all the people start typing in the chat when there's a raffle going on. I don't blame y'all. I do the same thing too. There are many times that I lurk in live streams. Y'all don't know that I'm there, but I'm there. I'm always watching. Share the photo on the live. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I, hold on. Let me see if I can. It's unfortunately not as easy as, you know, just pushing a button, and I have to set things up behind the scenes. Let me see if I can. Is there another preview window? Let me see. Oh, I have to open it first. That's why. It's like, why isn't it showing? I have to open it. We're gonna close that one. Did it? Nope, it sure didn't. Let me grab that other one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Where is the other preview window? See, there's a lot of settings on the backside where I have to try and figure out where things are. There we go. Okay, I found it. I found it. Let me grab it. Get it sized correctly. I'm thinking about investing in some new software that might make it a little easier, but we'll have to see. All right, there it is. So that is Karen. Again, this is what she was working on. Snow Magic Designs by Brenda Grievous, I think. Pronounced like Gervais? Gervais. Got it. Oh, the raffle ended. Hold on. Let me, I'm not going to pick the winner yet. I'm going to open it back up so that way everybody can participate, because I know a couple of y'all, yeah, there's my alarm right there. Resume entries. I know some of y'all just subscribed, and like I said, it takes 5 minutes it's to help protect us from spammers, bots, all that kind of thing. So I did reopen it up so that you can enter. If you just subscribed, you can enter. So I'll hang it open for just a minute, so that way those of you that just subscribed are able to get into it. Let's see. John, someone was looking for Halloween patterns. I thought of you. It is a very cute snowman. I like it. Ruby got your ticket in there. I'm gonna hold it open for 2 more minutes. We're gonna do 2 more minutes, and then I'll close it and we'll pick a winner. So this is your 145 warning, exclamation point raffle in the chat. I've got this pile of trash that's going to go in the trash. I'm not going to save any of that because that's not big enough to... Is someone knocking on the floor? I don't know what's happening up there. I don't know what's happening up there. We've got about a minute left, and then I will pick a winner. So if you didn't enter the raffle, exclamation point raffle in the chat. There are 66 people who have entered. Karen, you did a great job on it. You're doing a great job on it. Looks great. Looks really, really great. Boo, ba-doo, 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 boo, boo, woo. Almost there. 42 seconds. Which when you see this, because there's about a 30-second delay, will be more like, 10 seconds or something of that nature. Ian, what's the name of the fabric on your card that looks like... Ian, what is the name of the fabric on your card that looks like cubes on it? Are you talking about... Looks like cubes. Are you talking... I was going to ask if you're talking about this fabric, but I don't think you are. I think you're talking about... Oh, there's the timer. We'll grab that here in a second. Are you talking about this fabric? This is a Tim Holtz fabric. He just came out with this one earlier this year. Ian, I'm hoping to have a new video in the next day or so. That means everybody, if you're not already subscribed, type exclamation point Leo in the chat and go subscribe to Leo's channel, because he's getting ready to put up another video soon. Right? Knock 3 times on the ceiling? Right, absolutely. Absolutely. I was just lurking today. I'm working on the quilt pattern Kara for my parents for Christmas gift for them. That's awesome. Yeah, Linda, that is a Tim Holtz. That is a Tim Holtz fabric. All right, I'm closing entries. All right, ready to pick a winner? I know this is going to be like 30 seconds, so it'll be 30 seconds until I say the name out loud, but you're actually going to see it in the chat a lot faster. So right now, if you look in the chat, it's probably there. Mary Jane, are you here? Type in the chat. All you have to do is say, hi, I'm here, I won, yay, yay me, whatever you want to do. Just type in the chat, let me know that you are here. And then I, of course, will need your address. Don't post it in here. Send an email to me. So, Mary Jane, are you here? Let me know that you're here. You should be, because it's only been like, you know, there you are, Mary Jane, you won, woo woo! Send me an email, Mary Jane. You can type !email in the chat, or you can just send an email to offkiltercrafterian@gmail.com. Send me your mailing address, and I will get a postcard out to you hopefully this week. It's a little breezy today. All right, well, I think that is going to do it for today. Thank you guys for spending the afternoon with me. We had a good time Friday. We had a great time today. I will not be going live twice. Well, I might. I don't know. We'll have to see if I go live from Ellis County's quilt show. It depends on cell service. It looks like the location might be a little far out in the country. So I don't know if I'm going to have cell service out there or what I'm going to do. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens, and I might go live on Saturday at the show. I might not. It just depends on what's going on and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm going to leave you to have a great week. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy your week. Get some rest tonight. Don't let it be Sunday scaries. No Sunday scaries. Enjoy your afternoon. Do something for yourself, whether it be read a book, watch a TV show, watch a movie, take a bubble bath, whatever it is that makes you happy. Do that tonight so that way you don't have to worry about the Sunday scaries. I love each and every one of you guys so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and helping me do what I do here on YouTube. Literally could not do this without you. So hope everybody has a great day, and remember guys, normal is just a setting on the dryer. I'll see y'all very soon, and see y'all in the Facebook group.